Hey guys, I'm back, and today in this video I'm going to be going through a few things. I know last video was a bit different. I did a video on a 2,000 litre reef, really stunning one, looked really nice. It was at a local fish shop, and we're back with an update on the tank. So a few things have been going on. I've moved a few things. I haven't added anything new, I've just changed a few things, such as rock, coral, and there is the green Zoa in there. I'll get to that. It's a little bit short and just try to ignore it. I've just been moving things around. This rock, I've rotated it just so I get more room on the top for coral placement in upcoming weeks. The candy cane's doing well. You can see two mouths at the top. Well, there always was two mouths, but it's starting to split now. The next month, I think month or two, maximum 2 months, you should see two heads there separate. Bubble algae on it is kind of crazy though. I'm going to have to get an emerald crab to clean that up. And if you look close enough on the left side of the trunk, you can see a little bit of grey thing. That's called aptasia, I think. It's going to harm the coral, I think, so I'm going to have to get rid of that somehow. Pulse coral, growing like a weed as usual. I've chopped a piece off on the left, well, the bit closest to us right now. If you look close enough at the bottom, you can see where I've chopped it. It was touching the candy cane, so I just chopped it off. Because I didn't want them to disturb each other, because the candy cane might sting one. So yeah, the Duncan is also growing like a weed. It's got about 8 heads around the rim of it. They're growing insanely fast. Same in my dad's tank. He's now got a Duncan in there. There'll be a link in the description to his channel. It's called Nathan Willard. He's got a Duncan in there, with a few heads popping up. Mine is exploding with growth. I didn't know a Duncan could actually grow this fast. But yeah, this Zoa is it's cleaned up. I took it fully out the tank in a different pot of water, and then me and my dad, we've brushed it off with all the macroalgae that was on it, and used scissors and a toothbrush that we use for our marine stuff. But yeah, it looks all nice now, all cleaned up. Hopefully it doesn't reappear, fingers crossed. Yeah, hopefully it's doing well at the moment. This coral on the far right there, I've moved it slightly. It looks a little bit small, it's just because I've rotated it. I've glued it in place now because it kept on falling out of its spot. Where the arrow's pointing there, that's a little polyp that's shot in. I've just had my hands in the tank, try and ignore stuff like that. Polyp shot in. And I've actually just noticed something now. If you look closely, there, that's called a bristle starfish. There's about 10 plus of them in there. They're not going to have any effect on the tank. It's cool just see little legs everywhere. This is the main thing. I've moved this coral around. You see on the bottom there, it's grown onto the rock, so I've kind of pulled it away. So I've got the frag apart, separate, on the frag plug, and then I've got a few polyps there. You see they're shot in, just try to ignore that. And that red stuff on the right there, that's old shrimp skin from about 5 months ago. Oh, there's actually a few polyps starting to come out, and there's a little bit of macro on there which will be dealt with probably later on today, because I don't want that spreading actually like the other one. I'm going to show you now my SPS coral. Where the arrows are pointing on the tips, you can see little white dots. They're little gaps that I don't have any polyps on, because I think they're new spikes that are starting to come out. You should see those come out more, grow out in the next few weeks, because this thing's growing pretty fast as well. Considering it's under this kind of lighting and flow, and but the tank is stable. It has got good parameters, good water quality. Coralline is kind of, there's two different, well, there's a few different types of coralline colour. You've got purple, you've got pink, and then you've got this white kind, which is, I'm starting to get a bit of that. I don't want that all over the tank, fingers crossed I don't, because it's not very nice looking, but yeah, it might come back to pinky purple, but never know. There's another shot, the SPS there, doing amazingly. Torch coral is growing. It's a torch coral, so they do grow pretty slowly, but it is doing alright. Yeah, I've just sped it up right now just so you can see it, because it doesn't get that much movement. Yeah, it's doing alright. GSP is doing great. It's growing onto the back wall nice and lovely. So in the next few months you should see a giant patch of GSP. That'll look really nice, especially in the blues. Yeah, it looks good in the blues, because in the whites it kind of looks like brown. You can see the green on the tips of the polyps. So in the white it looks, you know, kind of brown, but in the blues it looks amazing, as you've seen in my recent videos. The wave machine has been adjusted for the 10th time, because I can't get the flow right. It's a small tank, so it's a bit hard. I mean, it does kick up the sand a little bit, but I mean, you're gonna get that. Most people get that. So I just got like one small little patch of sand kicked up, which is a bit annoying. The pole scroll, I've sold some of it. Got another eBay clicker, well, the same one again actually. So I've sold some of that, got a bit of money from that, which will go towards some new corals in the tank. I don't really know what yet. Acans wall coral, the LPS road. But yeah, everything's doing alright. You'll see me next week. I know it's just a short video. Yeah, you'll see me next week. Bye.